Hey everyone! How's everyone doing? I mean, really, how are you holding up? I know, because the magic of this season is super incredible, you guys. Let's be honest. It could also be exhausting. Yeah. Um, and so I'm constantly telling myself, okay, let's just think about the things that I am grateful for in this moment. And it truly changes my whole outlook on life. But with that said, I'm here to share with you some simple hacks. I have posted them in the group. So if you missed this live, that's okay. Just go back and check them out. Okay. So I'm going to give you some simple hacks that are just going to help bring some calm. Just to the holiday chaos, all right? And then also stick around at the end because I do have something super exciting to kick off your 2025 so that you can be less stressed and that you can be more prepared, okay? So that's coming, Mom. I'm gonna share with that at the end. And by the way, I have people on the roof right now. So anyway, if you see me looking around, that's what's happening on. Okay, all right, so let's jump in. I have five holiday hacks to help keep the magic alive, all while you're trying to maintain calm and just keep your sanity, right? All right, because that's what's important. All right, here we go. Number one, this is huge, but keep it simple. Keep it simple. I can't emphasize that enough. Keep it simple. Whether you are hosting and you have to do just like a quick cheese board, cheese and crackers are super easy. Okay, if you don't have a cheese board, use use like these cutting boards, the Norwex cutting boards. They come in a couple different sizes, okay? And it's super easy. Like you can put your cheese, your crackers, you can put like think color. So green grapes, red grapes, green apples, red apples, caramel. You can do like green celery, orange carrots, but then cheese and crackers. Like keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple. And that's just a quick, simple way to host something like, something super fast, okay? Just keep it simple. All right. Now, number two, I can't emphasize this enough, but and this is probably the most non-negotiable is just creating time, carving out time for you. All right, whether it's a quick, mini like pedicure or manicure that you do. You guys, I love Color Street, so if I'm like during the holidays, this is what I'm doing. In the summertime, when I'm going to the pool, going to the beach, like I'll go and actually get my feet, my pedicure done or my nails or whatever, like when I go to conferences. But like just throughout the season, I love these little Color Street. Shout out to all my Color Street out there. I try to support so many because I just love them. Okay, whether you're doing that or you're doing a quick little like a video, oh my goodness, just like an inspirational book, watching a movie, Christmas movie, cuddling up, like comfy socks, like putting on your PJs, whether it is doing your skincare, okay, routine, um, hair extensions. That's my new thing, hair extensions, right? I love those. Okay, so it's just carving out time for you, and it's so non-negotiable. Like just do what you need to take care of yourself. Extra rest, taking an extra nap, whatever it is. Okay. All right. Number three, it's going to be all about your fridge. All right, now this one's huge, okay? Think about it. I'm going to have people over. You're going to have people over. You're going to go to events. You might bring home some food, some extras. What you want to do now is to make space in your fridge. So clean it out. This is the time to clear out the things that are old, expired, maybe left in the back of the fridge. Like I'm huge for that because I'm on the shorter end, and vertically. And so like reaching all the way to the end, like that's my boys' job, right? But get all that cleaned up and cleared out and making room for the big holiday rush because it's going to be here before we know it, and you're gonna want to have more space for all the fun goodies that you're gonna have. Okay, all right. Number four, um, almost the same as keeping it simple is you just have to be good at saying no. You're going to be okay with saying no to some things, so that you can make more time, better time, quality time with, um, with, with, with the people you love, your family. Just so sometimes it's okay to say no to some events, right? Knowing that you're just going to have just a higher quality time with and maybe longer time with just those people. Like I'm going to have family over that I typically don't have over this year during the holidays, so it's going to be fun. And I've had to say no to some of the holiday parties, this time around after so many years of doing it, but that's okay. That's okay. And I'm okay with that. So just being okay with saying no. Okay, number 5, letting go. Now this one is very, very hard for me, you guys. But letting go, like your house, and my good friend April Dunker, she reminded me of this. Like your house does not need to look like a magazine, okay? It just doesn't need to look like a magazine. We would love for it to look like a magazine, but it doesn't have to look like a magazine, okay? So really letting go, not of having a dirty space, like I'm not saying that whatsoever, but just if you have a hard time like myself, the most simplest thing that you can do, obviously, is to get the family involved. If that's hard for you, at the very least, picking up your EnviroCloth and having them wipe all of the handles around the house, like all the doors. Just give them a cloth, wet it, damp it, and just have them wipe the handles. That's huge. That's it. Like that'll just make a huge difference. But wiping the stainless steel, like just on a daily basis, keeping this EnviroCloth with you handy. But really, like, just letting go of the fact that your house needs to look like a magazine, truly. Okay, just being okay with that. All right, just embrace the imperfection is what I'm going to call it. Embrace the imperfection and just enjoy the moment with your family, right? That's going to be super, super fun. Okay. All right. So tell me in the comments, like, which one of these resonates the most. We talked about keeping it simple, doing your cheese board, cheese and crackers. Like, I'm going to totally be doing that. If you don't have a cheese board, that's okay. Bring out one of your cutting boards from Norwex, okay? And just think color, okay? All the colors. You've got green celery, you've got some green grapes, red apples, green apples, some caramel. Like just think of orange carrots, broccoli, the cauliflower. Just think all the different colors and then just add crackers and cheese. Super easy, okay? You don't even, just buy the store-bought cheese and crackers, okay? Super easy. All right, so that was your 1. Recap. Number 2, make time for yourself. Carve time for yourself, whether it's putting extensions on your hair, doing your nails, just a quick little color streak, whatever, doing your skincare, keeping it, getting that extra nap, like just carving time, putting on some socks, some fun fuzzy socks, some PJs, putting on a movie, reading a good book, inspirational, like just carve that time out for yourself during this time, okay? Even if you're traveling, doing it in the car, like however you need to do it, just carve that time out for yourself. All right, 2, just a quick recap. Get that fridge cleaned out. If you're traveling, that's not that big of a deal, right? But you might be bringing home some goodies. Just clean it out, make some space for the fun goodies, and just enjoy the time. Being okay with saying no. There's going to be some holiday events that you can't, you got to say no to this year. We'll get back on it next year, right? That's okay. And then just letting go of feeling like your home has to be completely perfect, because it doesn't. It really doesn't. But just getting the basics done, getting the family involved, keeping your EnviroCloth handy, keeping those, handles clean. And just like the basics, the floors, right? The bathrooms, like those are the basics, but don't go super crazy about it, okay? All right, now I promised you that at the end, I was gonna share something super exciting just to help you kick off your 2025 feeling less stressed and just more prepared, okay? All right, so here we go. Let's talk about kicking off 2025 with one of my favorite tools, okay? And this is, I've spent a lot of time on this, but actually it's developed over the years. So what I have been using is a Trello meal board. What I would do is, it's a simple app on my phone. It's called Trello. If you don't have it, download it. It's free. I think you can have like up to 10 boards for free, okay? Now, one of the boards that you're going to have of those 10 is going to be my 2025 meal planner. You guys, I've taken out the guesswork out of this completely. All you have to do, and this is what I've been doing for years, is I would have this Trello board where I created Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And what I would do is I compiled recipes that my family was like, I would try different recipes and I'd love it. They'd love it. And it was like, yep, it's a keeper. Nope, it's not a keeper, right? And I would just put these on my, like Monday meals, like Tuesday meals, Thursday, like kind of like that. And I had pictures of them so I can kind of get, I'm not a fancy cook. I actually, I wouldn't call myself a good cook whatsoever. My husband and my boys are super helpful when it comes to fixing meals, and I love their input. In the moment, I might not like the input. I just kind of want to get it done, right? But then afterwards, like I really enjoy like, hey, help, I love the questions. Help me understand why you fixed it this way. I'm like, well, because it was a time saver, or I was just checking it off. But for them, it's an experience. They enjoy the food, they enjoy the quality of the food. And sometimes when you're super, super busy during the school year, or even during the summer months when you're traveling, or during the holidays, you guys, it's not easy to sit down and plan your meal and then figure out your grocery list and then having the recipe ready to do it. So I've done that for you for the entire 2025. All you have to do is download this Trello board. Now, if you're like me, you're probably like, oh, I'm not so sure if I'm going to like your recipes. That's actually okay. It is so simple. The recipes are so simple. In fact, I don't even have pictures for everything, okay? And I don't even have a link for the recipe for everything. I literally give you the recipe that is so simple, okay? It's got um, the main aspects of a good meal, right? Your protein, your carb, your vegetable, your fruit. And then all you need to do is just look at it okay, it's divided by months. Okay, so because my family was like, oh, it's time to switch things up. Oh, okay. So the Monday, Wednesday, Friday wasn't really working that well. It was kind of like it depended by the season. So I've got it divided by seasons, the winter, summer, spring, fall, whatever it comes. And then each one has 13 weeks. So 13 weeks of meals, 5-day week meals, okay? And then and it's super simple. It's got your grocery list on there. It already has the recipe for each one. It tells you exactly what the meal is for that day, for that week. And then you can look at it and you're like, oh, my family doesn't preferably like that protein. That's okay. Switch it out. Switch it out. Or my family doesn't really like that carb. That's okay. Put a carb in that you like, right? That your family typically likes. So it's so simple that honestly, and it's egg free and dairy free. So if your family doesn't have any of those allergies, do the regular milk, right? It won't have eggs, but if your family like, oh, I prefer eggs with this meal too, put it in. Now this is just for dinner, okay? Because you can pretty much figure out your breakfast and your lunch, but your dinners, they're 30 minutes or less. Sometimes that's all the time that you have to fix a meal. And my family does not like crock pots, okay? So while that's good for some things, switch it out. Like, okay, if I don't really have time for this particular type, like, or my family likes it like this, then do the crock pot that day, right? But it is so simple that you can totally change it up for how you want it. Okay. Now, the way you do this, I'm going to hand this, I'm not just going to hand it out. I just really want to give it to people that are like, hey, this is a resource and I'm going to use it somewhat, but it's only going to be helpful if you use it. Right. So anyway, if you want it, just put it in the comments, like just put, meal planner in the comments, and I'll make sure that I give you that link so that you can download it. It'll ask you for your email and your name. because it's being sent out to so many people. It's not just our group here. But anyway, so, and then it'll give you that download. It'll send it to you by email. It's how you'll get it. I think it'll be much easier for you to like take it. Now you're going to want the app on your phone. So Trello is the app, because what I've done is on my phone while I'm fixing the dinner, like I like to have it right there or there. So it's not a cookbook and it's not like an iPad, although you can. Okay, so however you want to do it, for me, it was simple to have it on my phone. So it's an app, and that's why I love Trello. It just keeps things organized, and it's free. I've used it for years, and I'm super excited to give this to you guys. Okay, it's going to talk about, like, you guys just think about it. You've got all your meals planned out for 2025 already. All you have to do is take it, try them out, maybe include one that per week and introduce something new, or just take it and simplify it for your family. Like, it's that easy. Switch and swap kind of thing. All right, the other thing that I wanted to share with you is those cleaning tools, okay? The cleaning tools, skincare, okay? We talked a lot about taking care of yourself. Skincare is a big one. Cleaning tools, keeping things simple, letting go of imperfection, or of like perfection, or like it's not perfect, or my house has to be a magazine, okay? We talked about those things. But those cleaning tools and those skincare products that we love, okay, sometimes it's hard to get them all the time and have it. So that's why we've loved Norwex, because it simplified it, right? It gets rid of the clutter of so many cleaners, and it just simplifies it for us. But our skincare, for example, like that's kind of like a consumable item, right? Our laundry detergent, our dishwasher powder, our dish liquid, those are the enzymes, right? I love enzymes because they work even when we're not working. They work even after we've done the cleaning, like they're doing the work for us. And that's why I love enzymes. Right? So those are more consumable items. So why not get those paid for in 2025? Keep them in your house, right? Keep them in your home when you need them, but why not get those paid for? All right, so what I have for you is I'm encouraging you this month, before the month is over, Norwex, as part of our Christmas, is giving us 40% off, or 40% towards paying for our Norwex, however you want to put it, right? It comes off the same way. All right, so for $39.95, you can actually get your Norwex paid for. What it does is it opens up a consultant account for you. And what they're going to give you is, now it's not going to be the citrus, it's going to be the peppermint. So it comes, the powder, the dish powder comes like this. Let's see. This one's for your dishes. This is for your dishwasher. Well, now we're making it even more sustainable, but we're putting our hand wash, essentially, we're putting it in a powder form. So all you're going to get is you're going to get a little pack like this, and it's going to be peppermint. This happens to be citrus. Okay. If you have the old, do you remember these little hand washes? They're foam. It uses less soap this way. That's why it's so much more cost effective. The way it comes out is in form of foam. Okay, same here. These Forever bottles are the same way. It comes out in a foam, so you're using less than actually having it just liquid, right? So what we've done is, let me take this out real quick. So for the $39.95, what we've done is you're going to get a chenille. It's a different color. I think it comes in graphite, okay, for the new year. And but you want to get it now, by the end of the month, okay, because this is only through the end of the month. You're going to get a peppermint, and then you're going to get a Forever bottle. This happens to be a different silicone lid. You're actually going to get one like this. So this is a 16 ounce. Now the packet tells you to use the whole thing for the 16 ounce. I don't use the whole packet, okay? In fact, for these little older ones, I probably use like just a little bit, and then fill it up with water. I would probably use maybe just 2 of my little bits for this one. I do not. Now that's up to you. It still is effective, but it's foamy, so you're using less. So actually this little packet probably gives me like 4, 5, 6, I would think. Okay. And it's so much more cost effective. Okay. So by doing that, if you're with me, and you decide you want to do this, okay, I'm going to help you pay your Norwex. That's just what's going to happen. So I'm going to put you in a quick little messenger chat with your friends. I'm going to run it for you. You're like a host, and I'm going to make sure that I talk to your people, we're all chatting together, and as it helps them learn about this, detox their home, get clean products into their home, get clean ingredients for their skincare, help take care of themselves, help take care of their personal care, home care, all of that. And as they order and they learn more, it's also going to help you, because for this month, it's 40%. So you're going to get 40% off of that, right? That you can put towards your Norwex. Now, we are coming to Christmas, so the reality is that we're going to probably do that in January. But I want you to do it now. I want you to open up your consultant account now so that we have it ready to go for you in January. So it kicks off your 2025 with you being able to pay for those consumable items that potentially you're probably using a little bit more of, right? Like your dishwasher powder, your laundry soap, like it's so much more cost effective this way. But if you're with me, I'm going to help you get it for free, like pay for it that way. So that's my goal. So if you're like, yep, sign me up, I want to do this, just send me a message, or just put paid for in the comments. Put paid for, and I'll make sure to reach out to you, and we'll put a date for January on getting you all of this ready to go. But this month is when you want to get it open, because it is at the 40%. So it's so $39.95. Okay. So it's more advantageous, and that this is what you're going to get for this time. All right. Super excited for you guys. Remember those cleaning tips that I gave you. All right. Keep it simple. Carve out time for yourself. Prep your fridge, just clean out the things, make room for goodies, and just letting go of imperfection, or feeling like everything has to be perfect. Keep those, and then just keep it simple, you guys. I can't emphasize this enough. Put meal planner to get all your meals ready to go. You're going to be feeling so good going into this new year. And also getting your Norwex paid for. So either meal planner or paid for in the comments, and I'll reach out to you with your next steps on that and get you like all squared away. It's going to be super fun. You guys, 2025, looking forward to it. Thank you for being a part of this community. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. And let's see, am I going live next week? Next weekend? Probably not, because next week's going to be like 2 weeks of Christmas, okay? I'm also going to enjoy time with my family. So happy, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I will see you soon.